every time I expose her, they just terminate another channel. They let her put through all kinds of false copyright strikes to take my channel down. Oh, and by the way, my views were growing. I was breaking through the ban, as I always do. And they just terminate the channel, so there's no evidence. Yeah, I know Jay-Z did it. Just like I know he's been paying anybody that's working with me to slow me down, to stop me, because he is afraid. He should be. Sean Carter should be very afraid, because I'm going to make sure your evil house falls. Every time I'm about to re-upload Jay-Z Unplugged, all kinds of things just disappear. All kinds of things just falling. You know, it's just weird. You know, I heard Tisa, Jackie McKinney. I'm going to stop calling you Tisa. I'm going to just call you by your name, Jackie McKinney. When you did that hit piece talking about Dame Dash and how Dame Dash is such a this and Dame Dash is just such a that, and you just don't understand why he takes so many L's, Jackie McKinney, I'm going to tell you why. Because the nigga that pays y'all, Jay-Z, or his wife, you know, it doesn't matter if it comes from her, it's coming from him. You know, that's the awesome thing about Sean Carter. He has so many minions that he's paid off that he don't ever have to say anything. He's got so many stupid bitches to talk for him. All of those witches that he fucks with. All of those witches that pray for him to be empowered and exalted. So their evil plans of destroying and humiliating the entire industry. So a bunch of losers can keep winning. I want to talk. Oh, I know. They just donated to the White House pass around. I mean, everybody knows that's what she is. See, that's why I was, you know, but I wanted to just push it. I wanted to see. Why don't nobody ever ask about Unplugged? And I realized that when the troll farm started saying, oh, Jag is just upset because she was just a stand-in and she thought that meant that she made it. What do you mean I thought that meant that I made it? My Coca-Cola commercial came out after Jay-Z Unplugged. My album came out after Jay-Z Unplugged. Matter of fact, Jay-Z Unplugged was released earlier than it was supposed to be because it was so hot, MTV didn't want to keep it off the streets. How can a concert that amazing be so invisible? It off the streets. How can a concert that amazing be so invisible? I'm going to tell you why. Because you'll be able to see all the lies of everything that was being perpetrated by that goddamn Baphomet loving camel face. The second that Mary J. Blige heard me at sound check, she realized she was about to become completely irrelevant because I destroyed her. Which is why Bill Condon, and somebody should go and ask Bill Condon about my audition for Dreamgirls. You know, I was listening to some shit about Clive the other day talking about Jennifer Hudson, that f***ing I'll kill anybody to get ahead bitch. I don't even care if no kids die. That, and I'm not saying allegedly. You know all about it, J. Hud. You're real weird ass. You spent all of that time in that fake relationship with that nigga that gave you a baby. When the truth is, you was stuck so far up Molly's ass, I could hear his voice coming out of your mouth when you sang. But you denied him, though. Oh, you denied him. You still don't want to admit that you was dog shit out of Molly music. Your son caught you and told his dad. That's what happened. You trifling that bitch. All of this shit is coming down. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. You can love that Luciferian loving bitch all you want. Her mother died. Who else died? Has anybody bothered to go and talk to the man that they framed for that? Or was everybody paid to stay away? You love Jennifer Hudson? The only reason you love Jennifer Hudson is because she's the fake imitation of me. Look at all of these bitches. Why did Mary J. Blige hear me perform before we filmed and then made sure her outfit was changed to look like mine? I was sitting down, she was standing up. And guess what? If you go and look on some clips, and if they play it Unplugged, and they talking about me with my voice in the background, they'll use Mary J. Blige's picture. When I'm thinner, we look similar. Matter of fact, that's exactly what Hank Shockley told me when I used to come up to MCA before I got signed through Steve Corbin in LA. See, I got fucking leveled up. New York kept trying to stop me. Steve Corbin made sure I got signed in LA. I know my voice is better than both of them. The only reason they picked Jennifer was because Beyonce didn't feel threatened by her because she lost on American Idol. She kind of looked like me and she had a big voice like me. Bill Condon wanted me. He was hoping if he couldn't get me, he could get Lettucey. 5 fucking screen tests and they fucking hired that reject fat girl. And now, with everything coming out that's coming out about Clive and this whole Diddy who business, it's starting to become kind of obvious, Jennifer Hudson, that you couldn't wait for him to replace Whitney Houston with you. I mean, they tried it with Brandy, but the truth is Brandy just ain't got it. Brandy did everything she could to be good enough to be Whitney Houston's replacement, but she just ain't have it. I guess that's why she was only good enough to use on the plot to set her up to make sure that, she got moved around so she could lose her life while y'all party at that fucking shit. Chaka Khan ain't been right since. Why do y'all like protecting predator protectors? Why do y'all like protecting sodomites? Why do y'all protect everything that hates God? So now YouTube just gets to delete a whole nother channel for no reason at all because I popped a little fucking demon minion bitch. I want y'all to go over there. Matter of fact, I got a better idea. We gonna go over there. Because see, apparently all you have to do is mass report a coordinated attack and you can make somebody's channel disappear like that.
Report harassment and bullying for someone else on the thing that she's been.
So this is what we gonna do. Y'all really with me? Because I'm sick and tired of people saying they with me and not showing it. We gonna go over to YouTube and I'm gonna show you who we need to address. And this is only for the people who truly with me. If you don't with me, do yourself a favor, log the off. I'm sick and tired of fake support. I'm sick and tired of telling the truth and like treating it like it's optional to accept or not. You realize what it means when you won't accept the truth. You're insane. You're insane if you don't accept the truth. All of them, they have been trying to find a way to reinvent me, copy me, while they shadow ban all of my concerts online. So nobody will realize what they've been stealing from you because God gave me to y'all. Not no man. God gave me to y'all. Still playing around with my freedom? Fucking weird bitches writing false goddamn letters to judges. This Dani Robertson bitch wrote a whole fucking letter lying about me, saying that I was a threat to society. They lied about me in a whole nother court case in California, saying that I was a danger to children when I am the voice of God. That's why when I talk, people get scared. They hear God come out of me. I'm 5'5", 185 pounds, and I got running around lying saying I'm 300 pounds. Where? People lie on me all day, every day. And the people that say they support me, y'all don't go and report that shit. Y'all let them make it. Y'all gonna keep doing that? I keep getting arrested for a bunch of fucking fake shit. And the diddler is running around and Jay-Z is mum's the word. And ain't nobody going to the government demanding these animals be taken off the street. Mean. Y'all think y'all just gonna pay every company that I work with to sabotage me, to make me look like I'm not a good businesswoman? I think I played a phone call the other day that proves that's not true. And guess what? I'm a broadcast again, and I'm a broadcast again, and I'm a broadcast again, and I'm gonna keep broadcasting until someone stops me. I'ma keep going. I got a whole nother kind of stamina. Now see, when I did that yesterday, there were 3 channels there. Now all that's left is Cruelty Free and Is It Really Love, which both have less than 2,000 subscribers, even though my new page, finally when I started doing content and releasing content and doing things. Or maybe y'all got mad at that post that I put up. Nice fucking show with a bunch of whack fucking satanic rituals. That preacher was right. Every last one of y'all that wasted your money, it was an affront to God. You went there to be mesmerized by the devil. And half of y'all lost your homes because your goddamn fucking ticket cost more than all of your bills. I know bitches that had to go back home and live with their fucking mamas because they bought a Renaissance ticket. That's whack. Or maybe y'all got mad about me talking about Tasha K and her little lesbo freak-offs that she do to get people ready to make it to the boule parties at that house down there in the French Quarter that Ms. Knowles has, which is also known as the Church of Bay, where they come to worship her and do blood ritual sacrifices. Haven't y'all bothered to check? Over 20 young people in the past 15 years have taken their lives in her name. And y'all bought those fucking tickets. And y'all listen to all that whack-ass fucking shit. Has Beyonce ever sang a cappella on any of her social media live? Why not? She's the greatest thing ever. Why was her father afraid to have me on the same stage as her? Because he knew I would dismantle that bitch. All Erykah Badu got to do is keep sacrificing real Dallas talent when she's the one that never had any. Like, I was just watching that Candy interview with Shay Shay for the first time. I had to turn it off. It was so boring. Just like her and her vagina. Just boring. Like, it don't matter how many dungeon parties you throw and how much pussy you throw to a bunch of people. You ain't nothing but an overfucked midget, Candy. Who fucked your way through all of the fucking companies to one up the bitches that had talent in your group. Like, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say about Latasha Scott, but can't one of y'all fucking out-sing her. Y'all can say whatever the fuck y'all want. Latasha Scott's voice is anointed. And it's funny, she's the one in her group that's most persecuted. Why is it that the one that's always blessed with the anointing is the one that always gets fucked over the worst? I'm going to tell you why. Because they hate anything that reminds people that God is real. Period. Why is it always those who are anointed that get persecuted? For no good reason at all. Y'all can say what you want to say about Chris Brown. He is anointed. As tall as that man is, the things he can make his body do are unbelievable. Like Lay Twins. I wish they hadn't sold their soul to the devil. I guess they just wanted to get out of France. But they did. They sold their soul to the devil. And the truth is ever since Lay Twins started working for the demon bitch and her demon horde, their careers as dancers, personally, have just fallen to the wayside. It's interesting. Beyonce never showed interest in Lay Twins until I started talking about them and how I wanted to bring them into one of my videos to recreate a whole, like, global hip-hop moment, a real hip-hop moment with them and other dancers, and it's just wild. Next thing you know, they got hired by Beyonce. And they've been under lock and key ever since. It's just a shame that one of them was spending too much time with Blue Ivy. You know, in France, it's quite normal for older men to sleep with and deflower young girls to get them prepared for the birthing process. Different customs in different parts of the world. Here in America, it's supposed to be totally unacceptable, but in a lot of countries, the deflowering process is usually handled by someone that's at least 15 years older than the girl. So she will see him as an authority figure and realize this is what she's supposed to do. Funny how quickly, when that story about Blue Ivy being pregnant came out, everyone got quiet. I wonder who she got pregnant by, if she was pregnant. That went away real fast. Just like everything else real that comes up about them. Oh, yes, I am. I am God. God lives in me. Don't tell me what I'm not. Because anybody that would say I'm not ain't nothing but the devil. And you can leave. Yeshua, Yeshua, Yeshua. God, God, God. I say it all I want. You know, it's just sad how they get you to hate what God wants you to say, so that you can be stuck with a bunch of irrelevant, whack-ass motherfuckers that ain't shit. I'll never forget the first time I saw Amir live for Jay-Z in an interview and talk about how amazed he was by Jay-Z and how Jay-Z just has this amazing photographic memory and how he can remember this and remember that. What's funny is I actually do. Jay-Z uses teleprompters in the floor. All smoke and mirrors. All lies. I just want to know how much money you paid the people that I'm working with now to slow my shit down. Like, what's the number? What's the number that you offer people? Because you've been doing it all over the world for years, Sean. Why don't you just come deal with me yourself? Since you got such a hard problem with me, since you got such a hard one for me, address me yourself, you quiet bitch. But you won't. Just like you won't say nothing about Diddy. You just hoping that whatever tapes they're trying to disappear away, that's what you do. You a lineup king. It's the only thing you fucking are ever been good at, Sean Carter. You line people up. I don't know how anybody could ever be stupid enough to call you a friend. Have you seen what he does to his friends? You should see what he does to his children, his real children, his biological children. He don't want nobody to know about. So when they disappear and he gets to take their body parts so he can keep living and keep regenerating, won't nobody ask no questions. Just like Nick Cannon's been doing, making all those fucking babies for spare parts. Like, y'all niggas really don't want to believe the truth. And they do it all right there in your face. I am everything that God made me to be. Rampage, the last Boy Scout. Is that you, Roger? I miss you, Roger. I got unfinished business. Not far from you. I love you. If people knew how many amazing rap records that y'all love that Roger McNair wrote. Like, why don't y'all stop worrying about all the lies and start worrying about the fucking truth? You will all fall. And I declare that in the name of God, in the spirit of Yeshua, you will all fall. Everybody that tries to fuck me over from this point forward, I promise you, you will see God's wrath. That I promise. And YouTube, you can delete as many channels as you want. Actually, let me address it properly. You probably got mad because I started telling people about the majority shareholder ownership in YouTube as the Rothschild group, and they are Luciferian. The Rothschilds are demonist, Lucifer-loving, dick-and fucking weirdos. And everybody knows that. Look at what they did to MIA. And Jay-Z was managing her and let those people steal her baby. Do you know how traumatic that is for a woman? When her child is stripped from her with help from the law because people with a lot of money paid them to do so. Y'all better stop believing all of these motherfucking court officials and shit, because them pussies take payoffs more than they oh my God. See, this is a problem. Y'all keep expecting fairness where humanity is running shit, and humanity is truly ran by Lucifer. Read it in the Bible. When the end times come, from Gog to Magog, they will come to fight God for making this world new. It said that the people in the army to fight against God are going to outnumber the grains of sand on a beach. That's billions. And they will all perish. That's in the Bible. It also says that for anybody who doesn't want to believe the truth, God is going to make sure that your mind accepts lies as the truth. And he's going to leave you there in your insanity. And you're going to die because you wouldn't accept the truth. Fucking Lyor Cohen. Trying to come up with fake deals to keep me busy so I won't work with real life anymore and to tap real life down. Guess what? Jaguar Wright in real life ain't fucking stopping. And I think it's time for me to do what he really don't want. I'm going to take Jay-Z Unplugged with my commentary and I'm going to upload it in my fucking StreamYard. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth about why that concert was hidden. Because the agenda for everything that has happened since then started in that show. Aaliyah had just been sacrificed. I was there in her place. But see, it's just the way Song Cry, that was his confession for what he did to Aaliyah. And Mary J, you You grateful fucking hostage. Like, bitch, do you suffer from Stockholm Syndrome? Because, see, I had walked off the stage when you came to sing the song that I was supposed to sing. Which, by the way, you sounded like shit on. And then Jay-Z started sitting there singing LL Cool J, I Need Love, and then changed it all up. and Mary J. Blige, off key and loud and wrong. It's like, oh, Jay-Z know how to treat a woman. Jay-Z know how to treat a woman. Since when? He never treated you all that nice. He's still ignoring you in your fucking face, you goofy bitch. You wanted him so bad. He just didn't want you. He wanted me. I mean, if I was him, I would have wanted me too. You a fake ran through fucking Diddy Bop. I'm the truth. I'm just not easily corrupted. I'm not going to say that I ain't never been corrupted in my life. I have. I just won't do it no more. Hi, gutter films. Fuck all you Illuminati bitches. I'm going to make sure the whole world sees Jay-Z Unplugged so they can see why you decided to line me up and put me aside so you could put the bitches you can control over me. Does your wife look like this without makeup? Your wife don't walk through our house without a filter on. That bitch puts on makeup to make eggs. I don't. A team of doctors come into a hospital that nobody had ever seen before, only to work on DMX and then left and nobody ever saw them again. That's what they did to DMX, and it's true. That's why I went offline, because I couldn't believe that nobody in the world was going to call that shit out. Free your mother. Free her mouth so she could you back up like she should have you in the first place. How dare you say free Diddy? He ain't been arrested yet. What do you mean free Diddy? How the fuck you gonna ask for somebody's freedom and they ain't been fucking apprehended yet? That's how stupid you bitches are. Free Diddy. Diddy's still walking around free. He should have been arrested. But I guess Barack Obama is a little uncomfortable about some of his appearances at them freak-offs. Y'all ain't figuring this shit out? That's the reason why. They're trying to find a way to protect the Obamas. And if I'm lying to both of y'all are lawyers, you can sue me. Stop trying to kill me. Sue me. Don't try to kill me. Sue me, Barack and Michelle. Y'all got problems with what I'm saying? Sue me. The both of y'all is whore-slut motherfuckers and you know it. And you were willing to through anything at them goddamn boule to be down with the diddler and the riddler. Because that's what I'm calling Jay-Z now. It's the fucking diddler and the riddler. Because riddle me why that is only being questioned and not indicted. He should be getting the same smoke as Diddy. They done all that dirt together. Why? Why is he only being questioned about Rihanna when everybody knows she was underage? Check the timeline. I'm telling you, shit ain't what you think. And that malicious fucking bullshit that they said about him at Earl's funeral. The hell that they put him through in Phoenix. And he kept speaking the word of God. Yeah, they got DMX. I saw the evidence with my own eyes. His nurse sent it to Marley Green, nosy whole life, who was originally put on me to get me to tell her whether I knew about what happened to Kathy White. So she could go back to Mr. Carter and tell Mr. Carter so he would know how to be in danger of me. But because Nosy sat with me, that nurse trusted her. She thought that it was safe. So she sent the paperwork and asked her to send it to me so they could see how I... Y'all gonna let these Illuminati bitches kill everything y'all love and not even say a word. Let them do it. I tell you one thing. If they finally get me, this whole world is gonna shake. Because God don't play about me. And I know I'm one of his favorites. God don't play about me. The God y'all serve eats shit. The God I serve sends manna from heaven. Y'all keep believing in these Illuminati motherfuckers if you want to. We might as well call it invasion of the fucking body snatchers. Amir, you don't want to tell anybody about that voicemail that I just left you? Yo, Mac, why don't you go and call Amir and ask him to go get on his podcast and tell everybody how I left him a voicemail and cuss him the fuck out? Fucking weird bitch. He is a weird little bitch. I swear, Amir, you are the weirdest little fucking sucker I know. And you will suffer for helping my first husband do to my son what he's been doing. You will suffer. I'm calling it now, Amir. You better spend time with your mother. I got a feeling she's about to get sick. Kind of like how Carl Jenkins' mom just got sick. I suggest you go spend time with your mammy, Amir, while you can. I got a feeling you about to lose her soon. Tick-tock, 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 tick-tock. See, when you play in witchcraft, when you send shit out for people, it does come back to you. And it hits you where it hurts the most. And the one thing that I know would destroy you, Amir Thompson, is the loss of your mom. Keep licking the devil's and watch what happens to her. Keep on. Keep on dick living that demon. Jay-Z. See what happened to your mama. Like, you playing with your mother's life now. Amir, you want to keep playing? Or maybe y'all just mad that I sat on that blue couch and finally told the truth that I do believe y'all had Richard Nichols lined up and had a bunch of witches cast spell on him while y'all sat there and prayed for him to die, and his body was so strong it hung on. I guess nobody wants to talk about the fact that they announced that Richard Nichols was dead 2 weeks before he actually died. Why is that? What was that bullshit story that Tracy told me? Oh, well, we thought he was dying, but, it didn't make any sense to retract it because we didn't want people to think there was foul play involved. I love you, Tracy, but you ain't the smartest. You was the prettiest in your group, but you wasn't the smartest. How the fuck could you possibly keep getting lined up by the very same motherfuckers that have been shitting on you forever? You was the true talent in that group. Tracy? Everybody know it. You should have been a solo artist. But instead, they just ran through you. And you know that to be true. I mean, shit. Tariq couldn't figure out who he didn't want to stop fucking, me or you. Sometimes he would have us both in the same day. I know that hurts your feelings. But Tariq lied to us both, Tracy. He's you and me at the same time. And anytime I wouldn't fuck him, he would just get in the train and go up to New York. Fuck you. That's who these niggas are. Trifling. Demonic. Trifling. Hey, baby.
Everything all right today? Or did you have to get somebody's ass?
Oh no, I'm getting in asses. YouTube just deleted another one of my channels because I popped their little fucking weirdo I ride a bike to nowhere who runs around stalking singers like Sammy, her ex. Yeah, I popped that bitch again. And they took my fucking channel. I put up the voice comparisons to make sure everyone knew. And guess what? Today, I'm calling Soul Cycle. Fuck that. I know y'all are some witches and y'all gonna lie, but I'm letting you know I'm suing you and I'm having that bitch served. I will be serving Dani Robertson, the soul cyclist, the tiptoe hoe, who like tiptoeing through Sammy's house so she can listen to him have sex with his new bitch because that's how bad she misses his. Like, that's how bad she misses Sammy. That just listening to him, somebody else gave her comfort. These are the kind of fucking weirdos y'all like. Dani Robertson, the soul cyclist, and you know she's strong enough to jump that back fence because you should see the pictures of her right here on the Instagram. Her thighs are very strong, so you already know small one to jump that fence. That bitch had that soul cycle music playing in her fucking head. And I don't understand. Like, you got all of this time for YouTube, bitch. You should have been in the Olympics. I jump. Like, do something to get some real accolades, you whack. Hold on, baby. You talk to, it's Grace. Nah, Amir ain't calling me back. Why would he? He gonna say, Jag, why you fucking it up for us? Like he said before. Jag, why can't you just, Jag, why you, you know, Jag, we could have everything if you would just go along. You fat sandwich smelling. And I ain't playing, Kilo. I want my fucking book back. I give you a P.O. box to send it to. But we passed this nigga shit. You been holding on to my book from Richard's funeral since 2020. I want it back. If you ain't got it copied by now, then you get it from Mercedes. All of you demon bitches will fall. And I declare that in the name of Yeshua. See, I'm going to use God's actual name. I'm not going to call him Jesus. It's kind of disrespectful. His name's Yeshua. But you know, the world tells y'all something and y'all just follow along. Maybe your prayers ain't being answered because you calling some nigga named Jesus. His name is Yeshua. Some white motherfucker told you his name was Jesus. His name is Yeshua. Why would God answer your prayers? You're calling the wrong nigga. Fuck it, idiot. Y'all fucking been on the Fallon show since the mid-2000s. It took y'all 15 years to prove that you was worth keeping forever? That sounds like whack to me. I don't know. What about you? Does that sound like whack? Because y'all had to get your contracts renewed every year. Do you know y'all are the first Tonight Show band that they've ever done that to? Every other Tonight Show band, when they got accepted, they would go through their trial run, and if it worked out good in that season or the first couple seasons, in the first couple years, boom, they get signed. Not y'all. Not y'all. That didn't happen for y'all. Y'all just got fucking, it took y'all, how many niggas did y'all sacrifice? Like, how many did you have to sacrifice to get that done? What's Tia or Maya? Maya's just as strong as me. That's what's Tia or Maya. It's fucked up. I want to know. We already know Sean Martin died, and then they declared Erykah Badu the greatest R&B soul singer of all time over her friend Jill Scott, who undoubtedly fucked more than she did. Damn, Jill, they don't like you. They don't like you, Jill. They asked you to get up there with that whack-ass picnic shit and fucking diss me to try to make y'all look like y'all was popping and shit. And then I turned around and embarrassed the whole fuck out of you. And they said nothing to defend you, by the way. You do realize, Jillian, ever since I ran down on you recently on the blue couch when it said Jaguar Wright destroys Jill Scott, that's true. That's true. Did they say anything in your defense? Did any of them come through with a post and say, Jill is a upstanding, wholesome woman? No, because they know you a bitch. And they don't get no, that's real. You must need the money, bitch. I remember when you was riding high and you was talking about how they fucked you over and how you were getting all the tea on how they was getting sidelined and how they wasn't never gonna make it and how you was finally sitting in your lofty space and now you sitting there fucking doing their goddamn bidding. See, what goes up must come down. Go marry Timothy Chalamet so motherfucking, that Kardashian bitch can stop fucking, embarrassing herself. Go get you a nice little tender white Jewish boy like you like. Like, come the out. Like, for real. Go and be with Timothy Chalamet or something. Weird bitch. You ain't had Jew. And everybody know it. Asking women to break up with your girlfriends for you because you too embarrassed. Grown ass men. Y'all want to sit around looking stupid and shit. Buying in all they fucking bullshit. Fuck you mean? I destroy every last one of you bitches. Y'all want to play? How about y'all stop hiring bloggers to address me and y'all finally actually do it yourself? Like, why is y'all all always like pumping up and hyping up real whack? Y'all don't ever ask these to say this shit out of their own mouth. No, they just pay weird bitches like Tasha K to do it and then give her enough money so she can run a whole legion of weirdos. I got some weird, strange boy named Adrian Deontay Lewis swearing to God he done had sex with me and my man. They never met neither one of us in person. These are the kind of people they hire. Are you kidding me? I bet you are telling them to prepare for larger earthquakes. You want to know why? Because God is coming. When God starts showing up, the earth starts shaking. Weirdos always wanting to be more than what they are, and yet you can't be what God made you. It's wild. It's wild to me. Now let's go over here into the search part. Actually, you can go here. Do it that way. Yeah. This crazy bitch. Let's take a look at her catalog. We're going to get this done right today. We're going to get it done good and right. Now I want y'all to look. I want y'all to look at how many times you see my name. Using images and pictures of my children, of me. Let's count the titles with my name in it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, nothing there. Oh, no, my name is there on the thumbnail. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, and she makes AI whack music because the bitch sounds like Kermit the Frog. So I can only imagine what her singing voice sounds like. Y'all make sure y'all go and trash that music and give it the reviews it deserves. She's using my name to promote gospel music while she sits there and calls me pissy, weird, makes shit. Like, how that talks this much cash money bullshit about somebody that they don't know selling gospel music that sounds like an abomination to me? You trying to push whack AI music, gospel music, but you sit there and lie on someone you don't know all day long? Stuff a law. Wait a minute. We was counting. Now, what was we counting? What was we counting? We was at 12. Oh, yeah. Court, that's all about me. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Oh, more fake bitch music. Like, this is how easy it is for the devil to trick y'all into following bullshit. I want y'all to really look at what I'm showing you. Oh, no, that's on another content creator. What is it, 18, 19? Like this bitch, and they all want to be me. They all want to be famous. Look at this shit. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Oh, my God. 25. More whack bitch music. 26. 27. 28. Now you talking about checkmate? Checkmate what, bitch? You're a fucking stalker. Why are you reporting on my court dates? I don't even know you. How many? How many? How many? This bitch is obsessed, and all of that is in 3 months. That's not including the rest of her catalog. That's not including the rest of her fucking catalog. Like, real rap. Go over there to Dani Robertson on YouTube and look at all of the titles with my name in them. Look at all of them. I want to ask y'all a question. with just that little bit she has over 1,000 hours of content stalking me. And that's not harassment. And every time I report her and every time I've struck her up until recently, they let one strike go through. And then guess what? Then they terminated my channel because they put in a whole bunch of false copyright strikes because they didn't want any of y'all to hear the truth. Guess what, bitch? I got you. I got you. I got you regardless. Because I'm going to take that voice clip of you calling View It that you weren't expecting them to send to me. And I'm going to play it for everybody. And I'm going to play it up against your YouTube videos. So, I mean, your Instagram videos. So just in case you don't want me to get that voice. Oh, by the way, don't worry about it. We already downloaded the voice clip. I'm calling Soul Cycle today. And I'm letting them know that I know that it's you who's been stalking me and harassing me and who got me swatted last year. Which you tried to do again this year by putting that air tag on a baby. They fucking put an air tag on a baby to try to track me down. It's registered to Chris Gander. The company is named Dig Dirt. Y'all saw me talk about him. They put this on the baby to try to track me. Yeah. If y'all really support me, if y'all really believe in me, if you really down for me, go the fuck over there to YouTube right now and report every video for harassing someone else, for terrorizing someone else, because that's what she been doing. That bitch wrote a whole fucking letter to my judge lying. That's the obsession. Oh no, I had an attorney, but the company that I'm working with is refusing to pay me for the work that we've done so that I can't pay my attorney. And like I said before, I just found out they had ties to both Jay-Z and Diddy. If I had known that, I would have never negotiated anything with them. I don't do business with anybody that got anything to do with them fucking dirty demon. Like I said, part of the reason why I haven't done more publicly in my career is because everybody works for those two fucking pieces of shit, which is exactly the way the United States government wanted it, which is why they were given immunity and proffer deals, and they've been able to commit all kinds of crimes and do all kinds of things government sanctioned. That's why Diddy ain't been arrested, because the government is trying to find a way to cover their ass. And once they've successfully done that and they got all the right deals into place, then they'll take the niggas in. Like it did. Why is everybody so fucking surprised? Why can't nobody just accept the truth? Like, for real. It's weird. You ain't got to accept the truth. You can believe that lie. And I promise you this. Only you will suffer. Only you. Only you will suffer. Keep denying God. Keep pretending like God ain't real. More earthquakes is coming, so prepare. You bet they coming. Want to shake the shit out of that whole fucking demon layer. I hope God shake California until every witch falls in the ground. Every soul cyclist, every Beyonce loving fucking idiot. I hope y'all fall into that crack of the abyss. Let that hot magma eat y'all asses up. I swear for God. My. How illuminating. Ooh, prepare for more earthquakes. Y'all better prepare for a lot more of everything. God is sick of y'all idiots. Can't say I blame them. I'm pretty sick of y'all myself. Just watching people choose to flail around in ignorance. Watching people choose to pretend like what it ain't. Like what's going on ain't going on. I mean, like Cat Williams said it at the beginning of this year. God brought us our first apostle. And he let y'all know what was coming. See, like in that movie Ebenezer Scrooge, you got the what is it? The ghost of Christmas past, the ghost of Christmas present, and then the ghost of Christmas future. Look at it this way. Cat Williams may be just the ghost of Christmas past. Maybe Kanye or Orlando are the ghost of Christmas present. But I definitely do believe I am the ghost of Christmas future. God blesses me. He gives me sight so that I can see things clearly, so that I can share with those who are willing to accept the truth. That's all I'm interested in. Everything that I say, I do not say these things because I'm trying to convince liars. They're liars. Who gives a about them? I keep talking for those who can still or want to hear the truth. I don't worry about possession. I don't worry about things. I don't even worry about people anymore. The only thing that matters is God. And if you rocking with God like I'm rocking with God, then you rocking with me. But if you choosing differently than I'm choosing, well, they not like us and we not like them. And I think it's time for us to really start looking at the fact that maybe it's time to seriously start creating some form of segregation for those who believe and for those who do not, which is why we are creating the cruelty-free agenda. It sucks to know that just because somebody has $1 billion, they can stop somebody that doesn't from telling the truth by just simply paying a bill or paying for a surgery or putting someone through college. Fuck Fat Joe. He a piece of shit and he sacrificed pun. And I'm saying that out loud and everybody fucking knows it. Fuck you, Joe. I hope your diabetes gives you hell. Every time you go into a diabetic shock, that's pun. That's pun. I'm telling you. Like, I'm not lying. Sue me. And if none of you gonna sue me, then I'm just gonna keep telling the truth. Like, I've been nice. I haven't even ran down on Khaled yet. The only thing I said was that the boy got a strong neck and he do the way he vigorously. How about I stop being polite? You work a better than you work a chicken bone, Khaled, and everybody know it. And the truth is, I should have ran down on you for real, for filth, when you put out that sham that said God did, because the God you were talking about is not the God of all. It's the God that you for another rock, for another ride in a private plane. Like the shit that these niggas do, the fucking ass behavior that grown men will display just so they could fly on a private plane. Once again, I'm not getting into any beef about what Tiffany said, about what Kat said. What I will say is this. I'm grateful to everything that Kat said because it forced me to closer examine what's going on. And now, as it turns out, the very bitch that's fucking putting air tags on kids to try to find my location so my enemies can come and get me is partners with the fucking weirdo David Spates. That goddamn filmed the Tiffany Aries Spears thing. And he edited it. And he was in a lawsuit. And he aided him and abetted grooming and all other kinds of things. Me and my love also found out something different. And I'm not going to share it just yet. But if we didn't know it before, we know it now. We have the same enemies for the same reasons. The government has been tracking true Hebrew blood and talent to destroy it, to wipe it away, to remove it so it wouldn't create mass awakenings to the truth. That's why they moved Tupac around. Moving Biggie around was smart because it can make it seem like it was just a rap war. But the truth is, Christopher Wallace was a casualty of a government agenda. Tupac was the threat, which is why they got rid of him first. Biggie was symptomatic of that because they needed Biggie to die to create the realness around the story of the East Coast, West Coast battle. But the truth is, the government had been after Pac since he was a kid because he was a Panther. How don't y'all see that the same agenda that the government used, that the feds used to try to sideline the Black Panther agenda is exactly what they did to hip hop? Why don't y'all want to see that? Why don't y'all want to see that? Can't you see? The only movement in black culture that was as powerful as the Black Panther movement was hip hop. Chuck D, Public Enemy, the X-Clan, songs like Fight the Power, songs like even on the West Coast, Self-Destruction. I mean, what was that big record that came out, honey, on the West Coast where everybody got together? The same gang. We all in the same gang. Anything that is trying to encourage unity and strength in black numbers, the government has tried to destroy. So they hired rappers, culture vultures, and had them line up everybody that could create consciousness in the world. Let that breathe. Our music went from informative and educational and entertaining to a bunch of Why do you think they're so mad about Kendrick this year? I mean, shit, they was ready to put one of their main heavy hitters on it. Lyor Red. Until I called that bitch out for the lying ass fucking fraud she is. Because if you ain't gonna say nothing about the diddler, keep Kendrick Lamar out of your Gloria all red. Devil. And Gloria, you're lawyer. You can sue me. You can sue me. I did. The government is trying to cover up the fact that they paid these crisis actors like Diddy and Jay-Z to destroy hip-hop from within, so they would never have to admit that they were afraid of it. Call me a liar. Just like Malcolm X. Just like Medgar Evers. Just like Sam Cooke. Just like Nip. King Von. Mac Miller was really trying to get sober until they dosed him up. It broke Anderson .Paak's heart. And the second that he tried to change, and they forced him into a deal with the biggest cokehead in the business. They don't want us having access to anything that can empower us. Because they know once we realize the truth about our power, that they will be powerless against us. God's words ain't no hustle. And the best way to stop an enemy is by either infiltrating them or tricking them into killing themselves. They are terrified of us. And they should be. So once again, when I say shit like I hate little bitches, like the Sexyy Reds and the Sukihanas and the fucking Carishas and the JTs, I hate all these bitches. Like Carisha, please. Oh, did he never hit you? You a fucking liar, bitch. I know 3 bitches that said he did. Matter of fact, I know 3 bitches that say he stomped you out worse than he stomped out Cassie. Because you were darker than her and you could take more bruises without it looking as crazy. Call me a liar and sue me, you. Oh, well, you ain't making no more money on your little roulette parties? You realized you wasn't going to be able to get the money you was getting with the diddler, so now you want to run back to revolt? Revolt. You, because you're revolting. You're repulsive. You're a whore with no limits. Oh, I know about the school shootings being fake and planned. Absolutely. America sells an agenda of terror and fear to control its citizens. Of course, someone would say I'm a threat to society. I am a threat to lies. And our lives is ran on society. Like all of our lives, everything. It's all ran on the society. Everything. Lies. 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 Amy Winehouse. That was a horrible thing. Billie Holiday, also. A horrible thing. I told y'all what really happened to TakeOff. I wish Cardi B would, because she know. And Cardi, the quieter you are about the truth, the more they gonna rain shit down on you. Because they about to start using them kids against you. Offset's about to keep you in court, just like my first husband kept me in court for decades. Every time it's time for you to get back into the studio or to find another movie. Like, even if you ain't making albums, why ain't you making no movies, Cardi? You did a decent job in the movie with J-Ho. But why ain't you doing no more movies? One album, one movie, one big campaign. That's usually all it takes to get an industry plant entrenched in the game. They're not gonna let you have nothing else, toots, but them kids. And now they're gonna take them kids and they're gonna use them kids to make a fool of your life. Every time Offset has your kids, he's gonna have them up underneath another bitch. Every time. And bitches you don't like, bitches you hate, bitches that are trifling. That's what they do. They put a baby on you. Yeah, the Braxtons are plants. Why wouldn't they be? Look at Tamar. Toni and Birdman? Who believes that shit? I mean, really? Natalie Cole was particularly persecuted in a very nasty way. And from some of the old timers that I know, her persecution had nothing to do with her. It was all about her dad. Nat King Cole was not who people thought he was. He was an industry plant. One of the originals. Like Sidney Potier. Yep. Nat King Cole was very guilty about what he had chosen to do. He wanted the money, he wanted the fame. And his daughter suffered for it. Natalie Cole's amazing. Still is, even in her absence. And all the stories they put out about her being the snow queen and all the cocaine she used to do. But they never talk about the fact that they the ones that gave it to her.
Secret password to say in the comment section and let me know you made it until the end of the video is, if you think that Jaguar Wright is crazy and she's wrong about the things that she says, say just crazy. If you think that she's a truth teller and you think that what she's saying is correct, say the truth. If you don't know, say I don't know. If you don't care, say I don't care. If you don't care, why are you here? Say I don't care. I'm going to cuss you out in the comment section. Here's the thing, right? So if you, also, by clicking thumbs up, subscribing and choosing all notifications, you just committed acts that are free 99. Yes, it won't cost you a thing to click thumbs up, subscribe, click all notifications, and you can leave a comment because that will help get this video out there, even if you just say hi, any sort of comment. In fact, if you leave multiple comments, that'll be even better. And it's all free to do that, and I greatly appreciate it. But what's not free is clicking the super thanks button and giving me some money for this great entertainment. Now, you know this is some good entertainment right here. This is ridiculous. So you should hook me up, because have you seen this anywhere? I know I've been holding out. I know. But here's the thing, right? So if you send me a donation, I'll be sure to mention your name in a future video with the other people who have donated. Thank you so much for all of those who have donated, because you didn't have to do it. but I greatly appreciate it. And I'm going to keep thanking you. So let me go ahead and dig into Jaguar Wright's teeny weeny afro. Okay. So first of all, she said that Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged censored her because now I'm just referring to my notes because I took a good amount of notes, but I didn't know everything because editing this was so hard. Actually, I just realized something. I'm not even done editing this yet before I add the audio. Whoa, because there's some more cuss words and stuff I have to cut out. She has a foul, nasty mouth. But anyways, she said that Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged has been censoring her. Rather, it's been censored. Excuse me, let me rephrase that. Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged has been censored. And you know what? I'm going to get back to that in a moment. But because what she's saying is just, she doesn't understand how things work. I'm going to get back to that in a moment. Let me say this. She has issues with Tisa Tells. Tisa Tells is this beautiful YouTuber who talks about celebrity related stuff. At one point, she was like a psychic tarot card reader or something like that. Hey, Tisa, do you see me in your future? If not, you're not psychic because we're getting married. Anyways, as Tisa Tells, she's too fine. She needs her own reality show. But anyways, Jaguar does not like Tisa Tells. Does anybody know why she doesn't like her? How could you not like a woman that fine? She's literally one of the most beautiful women out here. How could you not like a goddess? I don't understand. Where her issue is. But she has issues with Mary J. Blige. And I don't understand what the issue is with Mary J. Blige. I mean, they were both at the MTV Unplugged thing. They both sang with Jay-Z, if I'm not mistaken. But Jaguar does not have songs, I don't think, at least, with Jay-Z. Correct me if I'm wrong. But Mary J. Blige does, right? And what does the J in Mary J. Blige stand for? Does anybody know? Like, what is the issue? I don't really understand why she's so mad at Mary. Is it because Mary's career moved on since then and hers was halted or whatever, for whatever reason, whatever she was going through or whatever? Is that the reason why? I don't really understand what her issue is with her. But she talked about that Dreamgirls audition. We're going to get into that in a moment. But she said that Jay-Z is a Baphomet worshiper. Is that true? I mean, I did see a picture of him allegedly at the Masonic Temple. And I saw the dudes in the suits and everything. And Jay-Z was looking in the picture. That was allegedly a Masonic Temple. Allegedly. And a Mason actually threatened me recently, like I won't sue them and have them arrested. But this silly Mason has said, you know, I'm a member of that order. You better watch your mouth. And I'm like, yeah, you keep running your stupid mouth and you're going to find yourself in a legal situation, you silly fool. But enough of that fake master. Here's the deal, right? So shout out to Jay-Z, Mr. Alleged Baphomet worshiper. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think that's really funny that she said that. So Jaguar said, actually, do you guys think that Jay-Z worships Baphomet? You think he's a Mason? Let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about that. I want to know what you guys think about that because the Masons are hilarious. So she has said that Jennifer Hudson allegedly was messing with somebody named, I think, Miley or Molly Music, either Miley Music or Molly Music. I can't tell which name that she said. Somebody let me know in the comment section because I don't know what the exact name is. But there was some sort of issue with her, I guess, allegedly messing with this person. Is that a man or a woman? I have no idea what's going on with that. But she said that Jennifer Hudson is a fake version of her. And I'm like, in what world? Jennifer Hudson is her own person and she can sing really well as well. Jaguar Wright is a really good singer. I mean, if she had her mind right, I think that her career could have taken off. I think that she would still have a chance now. But she can't seem to stay out of trouble and whatnot. But here's the thing. She said that Mary J. Blige copied her style at the Jay-Z's Unplugged, the MTV Unplugged thing. I'm going to have to go back and watch that because it's been years. Does anybody remember what year the MTV Unplugged thing came out? Because I really can't remember for anything because, I mean, what does it have to be? It had to have been like 20 plus years ago, right? I mean, wow. A lot of us were kids then, right? Remember? But I'm like, what in the world is going on? She's talking about the Jay-Z Unplugged thing was where Mary J copied her style. And I'm like, but their styles are completely different. Unless she means like, oh, right. I think she mentioned something about the way that she dressed. And I don't ever remember Mary J. Blige dressing like Jaguar Wright. I remember having her own, not just distinct style because she dressed in different ways, but I don't remember her dressing like Jaguar Wright. That doesn't even make sense to me. She claims that Bill Condon wanted her, but chose Jennifer Hudson for the Dreamgirls role over her because Beyonce wasn't intimidated by Jennifer Hudson. Because, wait, let me bring it back again. She said that Bill Condon, I guess he was the producer, director, the person who casted the movie. I don't really know what his role was in the movie, but she said that Bill Condon wanted Jaguar Wright. And the reason why Jennifer Hudson was chosen for the role in Dreamgirls was because Beyonce, who also starred in the movie, was intimidated by Jaguar Wright. But they picked Jennifer Hudson because she lost on American Idol. That doesn't even make any sense, guys. This is why when I say that she's mentally ill, I'll just say allegedly. Okay? Allegedly. When I say that this woman has something wrong with her, it's because of stuff like that. That doesn't even make any sense. I mean, can any of you make sense of that for me? Because I don't get that. I really don't. But she claims that Jennifer Hudson couldn't wait for Clive Davis to replace Whitney Houston with her. How in the world could Jennifer Hudson replace Whitney Houston? Whitney Houston is arguably the greatest singer of all time. I always joke about somebody being a better singer than Whitney Houston. And the reason why I do that is because Whitney is so great. It's just a ridiculous thing to say. You know, it's just me being funny, just me cracking a joke, being sarcastic and whatnot, obviously, right? Because, I mean, who in the world sings better than Whitney Houston? If you want to say that Mariah Carey was better than her back in the day or whatever, then, you know, I'm not going to trip off of that. But I don't think anybody is a better singer than Whitney, in my personal opinion. I think she's the GOAT, the greatest of all time. But here's the thing. She claims that Brandy was used by the industry to help the death, to lead up to the death of Whitney Houston, and that Brandy could have been Whitney's replacement. However, she just didn't have it. So I guess like what she was saying is that like she was picked, like handpicked to replace Whitney Houston, but the talent just wasn't there. And Brandy's an actress and a singer just like Whitney. And I think I'm pretty sure when Brandy plays Cinderella, and of course the prince wasn't black, but when Brandy plays Cinderella, Whitney Houston played like the fairy godmother or the good witch or whatever the nice character is in Cinderella. I'm pretty sure they were in the same movie together in like the 90s. I never saw it, but I did hear about it. But my point is that they did technically know each other. So the idea, well, first of all, it's not completely far-fetched that could be true if Jaguar's delusions were real. So it's like she sprinkles some truth and some plausible things in there, but I don't believe that either. Like, I literally don't believe anything. I don't believe her name is Jacqueline. I don't believe her name is that really Jaguar Wright? Who is this heifer? I don't believe that's really her. But Jaguar Wright thinks that her concerts are being held back from the public, including the MTV Unplugged one and whatnot, because she's not being allowed to upload her concerts online. Jaguar, have you ever heard of copyright laws? The reason why you can't upload your concerts is because you don't own the rights to them. Because you weren't the person behind the camera, you weren't the videographer or the photographer, and you don't own the rights to the IP or intellectual property. It's just that simple. It's not that they're trying to hold you back by not letting it be posted online. What it is that you're just not the owner. It's just that simple, sis. Okay? So she thinks that this person named Dani Robertson, who is Dani Robertson? She's always talking about this person. Who is Dani Robertson? Somebody please let me know in the comment section. She said that Dani Robertson allegedly wrote a letter to a judge about her, a whole letter to like get her in trouble or whatever, allegedly. Is that true? Does anybody know? I mean, can anybody verify any of this stuff that Jaguar Wright says? Jaguar claims that she knows women who had to move back in with their mothers after purchasing a Beyonce ticket to the Renaissance tour. And I'm looking around like, is that even remotely true? I mean, can anybody verify anything that this woman is saying? Maybe she read that on the internet and then basically like made it a part of her story, you know, and just put her own little spin on it like she does things, allegedly. So she said that Tasha K helps with the freak-offs at Tina Knowles, which is Beyonce's mother. Tasha K is helping allegedly with freak-offs at Tina Knowles' house in the French Quarter in New Orleans, Louisiana, according to Jaguar Wrong. I mean, this is interesting. Where did she come up with this stuff? Tasha K, Tina Knowles, French Quarter, New Orleans, freak-offs. That's crazy. Who? This woman is too creative with her lies. a demon is speaking through her, allegedly. I just don't believe this stuff. That's just too good to be true. That Tasha K and Tina Knowles are freaking off in New Orleans together. Has Tasha K ever even been to New Orleans? Serious question. Lord, there's some fine women in New Orleans too. If I'm not mistaken, she said Chris Light Brown is anointed. In what way is Chris Crack Brown anointed at all? Allegedly. I mean, it's just a name. I'm just talking that shat, as Tasha K would say. Just talking that shat. In what world is Chris Brown anointed? And in what way? Does she mean like he's a talented singer and performer? Because if she wants to say that, then whatever. But to say that the man is anointed, trying to act like he has this anointing from God, I just don't believe. Maybe his anointing comes from Lucifer or Satan or something like that. But, you know, I mean, he has some Baphomet tendencies to himself. So Jaguar, I mean, you're going to say that Jay-Z worships the Baphomet, but what, Chris Light Brown doesn't? Okay, whatever. Okay. Allegedly. Okay. I'm not saying that he does. I'm just saying that he acts like the devil and he has the devil in him. Okay. Now I made a video about this before. She said that allegedly one of the Les twins allegedly got Blue Ivy, of all people, allegedly pregnant. And that is a myth. That is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard anyone on the internet say. And yes, there was a news story, if I'm not mistaken, like a fake news story, but they had to pull it down probably for legal reasons, probably because either they were threatened or because they figured, yeah, we should probably take this stupid lie down because the lie was so big. You know, they just did not want to get in trouble for it. But she's bringing that crap up again. If you missed my video about that, about the whole Blue Ivy and the Les Twins and all this other stupid nonsense, because I think, I can't remember whether or not she said the Les Twins are just dancer the other time she talked about it. But I did make a video about it. She was on live for some man. I don't know who the man was, but they were talking a bunch of foolishness. He seemed like he was just kind of like playing along with her dumb stuff. But I mean, he was technically, you know, participating in the stupid conversation. I'll post a link to that video and pin it to the top of the comment section along with a playlist of, I think all of my Jaguar Wright videos are in there. So I'm going to hook you guys up if you want to see it. Make sure you check it out if you get a chance. It'll be pinned to the top of the comment section. But Amir, if I'm not mistaken, is Questlove from The Roots, the drummer. And apparently he allegedly said that Jay-Z has like a photographic memory. And it's like, Jaguar, what does that have to do with anything? Okay, so what if he said that? She's like, I have the photographic. Jaguar, if you have a photographic memory, can you please photograph in your memory to not say crazy things? That's what you need to photograph in your memory. That's what you need. That's the Polaroid you need to shake. You need to shake your head. And what needs to pop up in your mind is don't say anything crazy. You and Kanye. Shout out to Kanye. So Jay-Z, according to Jaguar Wright, she said Jay-Z is going to take the body parts of his real biological children. And he's going to use them as body parts to regenerate and keep living. I don't know, maybe forever, allegedly. And y'all don't think this woman's crazy? Jay-Z is harvesting, allegedly, the body parts of his children so that he can regenerate. I don't know, like if he could lose, well, she's saying that he gonna lose a limb and sew a baby arm on. What is she talking about? Like, how does she come up with this stuff and keep living? So Jay-Z's gonna live forever by gluing, sewing, and welding the body parts of his biological babies to him. Is that what she's saying? This is so stupid. And then she goes on to say that Nick Cannon is making a lot of children for spare parts as well. Lord, listen, this woman is crazy. Something's wrong with this woman. But you know what was so funny and so random is when Busta Rhymes' cousin, Rampage the Last Boy Scout, who happens to also be a 90s rapper, popped up in the chat out of nowhere. Rather, it popped up in her comment section in the chat portion out of nowhere. That was so interesting. Lord, shout out to Rampage. Wild for the Night. Remember Wild for the Night by Rampage, the Last Boy Scout with Corny Buster? Let me stop. Now, she also claims that she, Jaguar Wright, was Aaliyah's replacement. Jaguar. We do not want to see Try Again or Are You That Somebody or One in a Million by Jaguar Wright. We don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it. We don't want to smell it. Okay? No. Stop it. You want a Timberland beat? Come on. Come on. Anyway, so she said that Song Cry by Jay-Z is his confession about sacrificing Aaliyah, allegedly. Y'all will not let Aaliyah rest in peace for nothing, will you? Y'all always... Lord, can we just say that Aaliyah was beautiful and we like her music? Can we just say that? Can we keep it light about her? Like, seriously? Because this is ridiculous. Everybody's always bringing this girl's name up. And, well, excuse me, young woman, because she was like 22 when she passed her beautiful self. I mean, Lord. Y'all just love bringing this woman's name up and just saying crazy things about her. It's like unreal at this point. You know? But here's the thing, right? So, I had to bring this up. At this point, I don't know which false accusation is crazier. The lie about Blue Ivy allegedly being pregnant by some dancer or Jay-Z sacrificing Aaliyah. I don't know which lie is more insane, but there's a mental health crisis in this world going on, and this is proof of it. Now, wait a minute. Looking at my notes here. She said that Mary J. Blige wanted Jay-Z. In what world did Mary J. Blige want Jay-Z? However, Jay-Z wanted Jaguar Wright. Now, we've seen Jay-Z's type, if you will, Aaliyah, Beyonce, really gorgeous light-skinned women, right? Petite women with flat stomachs and nice bodies and real hair. Long, beautiful, luxurious. What in the world does any of that have to do with Jaguar Wright? Jaguar Wright has a teeny-weeny afro. Or should I say teeny-weeny ass-fro? Because that thing looks like ass hair. So how could this woman that looks like a worm without a perm is going to sit up there claiming that Jay-Z wanted her ass? What in the world would Jay-Z need with Jaguar Wright? That's just insane. Jesus. Anyways, this ballsy bitch had the gall to ask whether or not Beyonce looks like her without makeup on. Trust me, Jack. She's talking about, does your wife look like me without makeup on? No, she looks 10 trillion times better, bitch. How dare you even ask a question like that? What the fuck is she? Who the hell? Serious question. What would possess Jaguar wrong to ask Hoof, okay? To ask Hoof, Jigga the Camel, do I look like your wife without makeup on? That had to be a rhetorical question. And you knew we were going to answer it. And the answer is no. Hell no, F no, Fresno, and Quiznos. How dare you ever ask a question like that? Let me stop. This woman needs her medication. Bad. Allegedly. She needs her crazy pill more than I do. Wow. Sweet Lord Jesus. Oh my God. She somehow threw a DMX conspiracy theory in there. Wow. Some mess about doctors working on him. And they came to the hospital and were never seen again. Who were they? The Men in Black? The Galaxy Defenders? Some men showed up to the hospital and worked on DMX and disappeared allegedly. Have y'all ever heard this stupid mess before? Wait, so she somehow figured out how to tie Nosy Holes Live, the cute crazy chick that got sued by Nicki Minaj, and tied her into the DMX story. And somehow, some way, she also managed to put a storyline of a nurse that most likely doesn't exist into this caper. Jaguar, you're a storyteller. Jag needs to be committed to a mental hospital, okay? My personal opinion, I think this woman needs to be quarantined. I think she needs to be locked up, and that's just it. Because this is ridiculous. This woman wished that Questlove, that's who Amir is, right? Allegedly, the drummer from The Roots, would lose his mother. The crazy, scary, sad thing about it is she had just lost her mother about 3 months before this live. Sweet Lord Jaguar. You're just... Jesus. Anyways, she said that the Roots Tonight Show contracts basically are funny. That other people, however they worked out their contract, the Roots are being treated differently. Who knows whether or not that's true, but how in the world would you know? You saying it makes me think that it's not true. And she said that Jill Scott was allegedly screwed over by the roots. I mean, where did that information come from? The source of her information. And please don't tell me a voice in her head, because that doesn't count. But she said that people were sending false copyrights about her YouTube channel. That she was encouraging people to like mass flag this YouTuber. It's like, I don't support nor condone that. Don't ever mass flag anybody. It's against YouTube's policy. If you do that, you risk losing your channel. Speaking of people doing that, people have tried to do that with me. And as you can see, I'm still here over 10 years later. And the reason why is because, actually over 11 years, but technically, but here's the thing, right, guys? YouTube is going to be cracking down on a lot of stuff. I shouldn't be talking about this. I shouldn't be giving y'all any sort of warning. But I will just say this, that a lot of the stuff that y'all are doing, the people who are not content creators necessarily, but the people in the comment section, things are going to be cracked down on you guys, is all I'm going to say, if you're doing wrong, including that mass flagging thing. But anyways, yeah, make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. I have another secret password to say. Secret password to say in the comment section, let me know you made it to the end of the video, is, this is the second one, so leave a separate comment. Don't say them both in the same comment, please. The second secret password to say in the comment section is dry, because my mouth is dry after all of that talking. Jaguar's hair is dry. Some of y'all's sense of humor is dry if you don't think that I'm funny. Not that I was being funny today, because I wasn't really being funny today. But a lot of y'all's sense of humor is dry. I'm not going to name any names. Heifers. And her lies are going to dry up soon, because I think that she's pretty much told every story that she could tell. Other than her saying she was on the moon with Nas, smoking one or something. I mean, what else could she say at this point? You see what I'm saying? So her stories are going to dry up. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about it below. Make sure you click thumbs up, subscribe, and choose all notifications. People can't even hire this woman because of the fact that she's a legal liability, because of the stuff that she says. People always talk about, oh, Tasha K is going to get sued again. Yes, she's talking all this shit and stuff like that. Listen, the stuff that Jaguar says is way worse than anyone I've ever heard of. She literally says the craziest stuff. And she's always basically telling people, hey, well, go ahead and sue me if I'm lying or whatever. And it's like, Jaguar, you don't want to say that. I mean, you see what Jay-Z, you see Jay-Z and them let her know, you know, there could be a legal situation with her or whatever. So she backed off somewhat, but she's still going. She's still saying crazy things. But anyways, let's talk about it in the comment section, everybody. I know nobody's listening this long, over an hour into this video, but if there is one person who did, could you please say still here? Because that'll let me know and it'll make me feel better, because yeah. All right, y'all, I gotta go. If you want to send a super thanks, it'll be greatly appreciated for all this talking I've been doing today. Be sure to mention your name in a future video if you want to send a super thanks to send me some money. But if you don't want to, it's okay. You can click thumbs up, subscribe, choose all notifications, and leave a comment, even just saying hi. Let's talk about it in the comments. Hey, did you guys see my other videos I made about Jaguar Wright recently? Some of them went viral. So if you missed them, you should probably check them out.